good noise, no matter.
There we go, and we are live once again with episode 3 of the Mists of Barrovia. So last time, we did a bit of exploring again. A certain someone decided to send a message to Lord Strahd von Zarovich with her trusty pet Baby. So Baby will not be joining us for this session as they are currently occupied elsewhere. We also reached the point where we discovered a church with a rather horrendous screaming coming from inside about someone being hungry. And we were just about to speak to the priest when we left off yesterday. So, let us change the map over to the church map. There we go. And then once it decides it wants to load, There we go. Alright. Okay. So, Gilroy had just tapped this priest on the shoulder and introduced himself when this priest stood up and turned around. And you see a rather portly fellow, and he does look rather pale and haggard, as if he's been going through some serious trials recently. He's not been doing so well, and he kind of looks at you, and he has a bit of a blank look on his face initially, almost as if he's not sure that you're really there. He kind of stammers a little. Hello, I'm Donovich. Is there something I can help you with?
We were passing by and we heard some screaming from inside. It sounded rather worrisome. Are you all right in here?
I'm afraid that's my son. He's right after a fashion, and almost to punctuate that sentence, you hear it again. Father, I'm hungry. And you see Donovich visibly wince at that as well.
Should I even bother rolling insight on that?
You know straight away that everything is not all right as he would have you believe.
I'll kind of point one finger to. 1 second, sir, and I'll go over to the rest of the party. Everything is not all right here, despite what he says.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 for observation there.
I mean, if the kid's hungry, why don't we just feed him? I suppose it depends.
Mal wheels around and she points at Apricot and she's like, "You are not allowed to weigh in on this." And then she turns to the party.
Get no more opinions. You've used them all, and they were all something.
Fine. I'll just leave then.
She turns around again. No, also a bad idea. And then she turns back to the party.
She's out. No, she's left. She is no longer inside the church and gift. She just sits outside with Luke for now. Just is like, screw you.
Oh no.
Right, so
Well,
hopefully she's just gonna sit with the cat, but
Dog.
is Luke a dog? I guess he's a mastiff, isn't he? I don't know why I was thinking.
right.
I thought
Big old slobbery mastiff.
Yeah.
for the benefit of all our watchers, Mal knows the difference between these animals. I'm an idiot and do not.
Well done.
Difference in intelligence.
I mean, are we supposed to be getting any information out of this guy, or like?
But, well, I do believe he's locked up his son in the basement, so something's obviously wrong with his son, or with him, I dare not say. But should we try to figure out what's wrong, or should we just drop this whole situation?
I mean, we're here. We could have gone to the winery, but we're here.
That's a point.
So-
We did from here.
Might as well see if we can fix it, I guess.
Have to do something, right?
It's the right thing to do.
There we go. Holy man spoken.
Ooh.
A place of worship, no less. Kind of looks around the tattered church. In a word.
I'm sure it used to be one, but I doubt it sees much action these days.
Should we open the door then?
The trapdoor.
Yes.
2 minutes. Mal kind of steps forward, kind of like walks past the others, and she kind of clears her throat, and she's like, "Father, is that the right thing to call you? Is that what we call priests here?"
Funny.
You may call me Donovich. That is fine.
Right, Donovich then. If you don't mind my asking, what's the deal with your son? I mean, begging your pardon, but it's generally not really accepted as a thing everyone does to be locking your son up down in a basement where I'm from.
Well, you see, he went to the castle some time ago, and well, you see, this wizard came, and he got a few of the villagers to travel to the castle, and well, I'm afraid none of them was seen again. But my Doru returned to me, but he had been turned. I have managed to keep him safe and keep the villagers safe by keeping him in the basement. I pray to our morning lord that we might save him and return him to me.
I'm sorry. Turned into what?
Well, a vampire, of course.
Ah,
Oh.
He kind of has a look on his face as though that should have been obvious.
Right. 1 second. And then I turn back to the party.
so that, in a word.
Cool. Should we do something about that now?
I mean, what are our options? I mean, we can't let him loose. He'll drink Mary's blood, probably, since she's the only living person we've seen apart from them what's in the bar.
That's true. What if it gets loose, though?
Yeah, vampire's not really my area of expertise. I think she kind of looks between anyone in the party, like, anyone?
I know about them from fairy tales. Apparently, that's not the kind we're dealing with.
I do believe Apricot would know more, as she stated as such before, but everyone sort of points to the door. She's out there, and we're in here, so not really that helpful.
Well, I am somewhat familiar with the undead. I suppose they are undead, aren't they?
The vampires are undead, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm somewhat familiar with the undead. I can turn them away very easily.
I mean, do you know? Can it be cured? Like, is there a cure for being a vampire?
Unfortunately, I'm afraid the only cure is death.
Pretty much, yeah.
Right. Huh.
Bitten by a human.
once you're a vampire, it's a bit permanent.
A bit permanent. Sorry,
A bit,
Just a bit, just a smidgen.
So-
I'm not here. I'm just. I couldn't.
I think this is something that we should deal with. We shouldn't let this kind of thing go.
Bit rough on the old priest, though, isn't it? I mean, your son gets kidnapped, taken to some kind of castle where a vampire lives, and he comes back and he's a vampire. And then your choices are either to let him go on a rampage through the town or kill him. That's rough.
That's rough, buddy.
That is where I was going with that. Thank you.
We can't let it go on a rampage through the town. Whatever town is left, we have to try to save as much as we can.
Right. Maybe we should ask Apricot if she can give us any more vampire stuff. I mean, maybe it's different. She's maybe. I can't be the one to ask her. We've had enough arguments about her decisions already. She's just going to think I'm taking the piss.
Well, no. All right. Pretty sure.
So who should go and talk to her?
Well, maybe we can invite her in and she could talk to all of us. We could try to all turn her. Oh, I don't know what I'm saying. Never mind.
I mean, it's not a bad plan. Just probably should be one of yous that asks her. That's all.
I'm
Just kind of like looking. The longer the silence stretches on, she's probably looking between you. I'll start drawing straws. No one volunteers.
No, I suppose I'll go and talk to her. This will be fun.
Just some really nice stained glass windows. Have you noticed?
Yeah. All right.
Gorgeous.
I'll go outside to where she is and ask her if she wants to come back in. And could you come back in and help? We seem to have a problem with a vampire in the basement. Oh,
You sure my opinion's worth something now?
oh, I think your opinion's worth everything. It's important that we all get along. I know it's difficult, but we only have each other. We don't have anybody else in this land. We appeared, and I think the best way for us to find a way out of here is to work together.
All right.
Your opinion matters to me.
She'll come back in, but just kind of follow Gilroy back in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, how do we deal with the vampire in the basement? You are the expert on vampires. We should listen to you.
I wouldn't necessarily call myself an expert. I've met a few, but
Among us, you are the expert.
I mean, the ones that I met never cried out. I suppose they were well fed in the syndicate.
So is there like a system? Like, someone donates blood, they don't
So,
kill innocent people or go on
Apricot
rampages.
would be aware that where she came from, the world of vampires itself is not so much mastering secrecy, but any arrangements in place for them feeding would be kept within the vampire world itself. The general public would not be aware of of any such arrangements unless they were high up in government and such like that. So Apricot would only know that they do feed, but not any specific arrangements.
That is essentially what I was going to say. Thank you.
Yeah.
This is Ravnica we're talking about. I do know Ravnica. This is not me making stuff up. This is an actual world
It is.
that
Mhm.
exists. Well, no, not exists, but someone else created it.
It's a predetermined world essentially.
Yeah, but yeah, I, that's essentially what Apricot was just. Oh, feeding's very private. I wouldn't know anything about that. But
Do you know if they have any weaknesses? Maybe a good way to kill one. I don't know too much about vampires.
honestly,
Wouldn't be surprised if a town lorded over by a vampire actually sounds dark.
The odd thing about
Right,
vampires that I do know is that killing them is, at least on my world, almost what they want.
Huh.
See, the Orzhov are the keepers of spirits, and those that can't be spirits settle for being vampires instead. So, if you kill them, they become a spirit. It sort of works for them.
Right.
So then we would be doing him a service by killing him.
In,
I mean,
assuming it that's just my world. I don't know how it works here. This is clearly different.
Really very different.
It seems there's a lot that's different in this land.
But
seems either way, we'd end up having to kill him.
I would like to reiterate my point from before. That why is this any of our business? They have clearly, this is up to. You wouldn't just go along and, she kind of gestures, and then she's like, "Why should we interfere with how this man is raising his son? Why is that our?"
Because
Well, I think
clear out of his depth.
I don't think
his son's being
it
raised
is.
anymore.
I was going to say, I don't think it is his son anymore. Perhaps it seems to me that he stopped being his son when he became a vampire.
I wouldn't have thought so.
Oh,
He's still his son, regardless of species.
And
but he's dead.
from what I've heard, he still considers him his son. Said as much earlier, so
There you go then.
I do see your point, but
I'm not sure that I agree with that. But
I mean,
isn't it better that he's alive than dead?
that's not a way to live. Trapped down in a
No.
basement, starving, but
Yeah,
not
I
able to
wouldn't really
die.
class that as alive.
I'm with Adam.
I'm not having anything to do with killing people for no reason.
But we're not killing a person. We're killing a vampire, a monster.
No, he's still a person. Don't rob him of his personhood, but we can't let him live.
Because he's a vampire doesn't make him a monster. I have met some very perfectly well-mannered vampires. Thank you very much.
I suppose I haven't. I guess I must.
I know this place is
That's
different,
true.
but I can't be prejudiced towards them. That's a completely different character that I have.
That's true. See that fourth wall?
Sorry.
What fourth wall?
We don't need walls.
There is no fourth wall.
Right here.
I'm going to be playing more than one character later anyway. It's fine.
Yeah.
At some point. I'm going to have much more fun. Anyway.
I've never met any vampires. And so I suppose I've never thought that there could be good ones. It never occurred to me.
Why do you think I sent a message to the Vampire Lord? In the hopes that...
That's true.
You did do that, didn't you?
Yeah, but again, we've got plenty of evidence. We've got plenty of evidence that he's bad news, and not because he's a vampire, just because he's a terrible person.
This is true.
So, with you sending that message to Lord Strahd, what would happen if something bad happened to Baby or the message? Would you still be as happy with trying to talk to him?
I don't know if something happens to Baby, and so far it hasn't. Until then, I will reserve judgment and err on the whatchamacallit.
Bit of innocence?
Yeah, innocent until proven guilty thing.
Otherwise.
All right, Strahd to one side, because I mean, sending the message was stupid, but you've done it, so we can't undo it. What are we going to do about the poor sap in the basement? I mean, we can't leave him.
We can't just kill him.
I mean,
No,
we can.
certainly not without.
I'm not saying I'd enjoy it, but we very much can kill him.
It does seem like the right thing to do.
Apricot finally raises her voice a bit and says, "Hey, these guys want to kill your kid."
Donovich, upon hearing that, no, there's no need to kill him. The Morning Lord will save him.
Look, Donovich, I understand where you're coming from. I mean, obviously he's your son. You care about him, but where I come from, there's not even any proof that the gods actually interfere on our behalf. I mean, you can pray all you like, but meanwhile, your son's trapped there, starving to death, without being able to die. And what happens if, at some point, he loses himself completely and breaks out? Where would you be then?
He is not able to break out. I assure you, it is quite safe and secure.
But is there a cure? Like, has anyone who's ever been a vampire been able to, like, stay themselves?
The Morning Lord will provide. He brought him back to me after all.
Sorry, you keep saying that. Who is the Morning Lord for us uneducated folk?
The Morning Lord is the Lord of the Morning. He is all powerful. He is the light of the day.
Does he have a name other than the Morning Lord? Like Jim or Ted or Tom?
Lucifer, Morningstar.
Yeah, you know, something you can call him.
Again, he's got this rather confused look on his face.
Deity or a friend of yours?
The Morning Lord is just the Morning Lord. I do not understand.
Does this guy seem like he's under a spell? Like, is it just his natural behavior that he's just creepy like this?
You don't think he's under any kind of spell.
No, okay.
It just looks as though he's really worn down. It's almost as if he hasn't had much sleep at all for a very long time.
Okay. I think we just dropped somebody.
Yeah, that was me. Discord
Okay.
just went completely...
Has returned.
Rude.
Just saying. Okay. Well, they're sure what to do now.
Why don't we just leave? There was the other idiot back in the bar that wanted our help.
That's true.
But I do believe leaving the father here without doing anything, with the way he's looking now and the way things are going, I don't believe he'll make it for much longer.
I mean, it might even be good for him having someone to hate.
That's true.
How is that a good thing?
Gives
Well,
you
is
purpose,
it
Direct
direction.
emotion somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I very
Feeling
confused face.
suppose we could always say that we're sent from the Morning Lord to
That's
deliver
true.
his son from his terrible fate. But I
Uh,
don't know. I mean, I've told plenty lies in my time, but
At that
I feel
point,
like that
Venom
might
kind
be a
of
bit.
like
we,
stands up.
with all due respect, we just asked who the Morning Lord is, and some quite, dare I say, disrespectful questions towards him. I don't think he'll believe us.
No, he might not believe us, but he might believe this. Venom's gonna turn around and just sort of, bring yourself up a little.
Mhm.
He's gonna cast Charm Person.
Okay. So I
Like I
do
shouldn't, but I'm
believe
gonna
there
do
is
it.
a save
Hey.
in there for Donovich.
Let me find it.
And
have it,
I
it's right here.
need to get some stats up for him. Because
Do
it
I?
is generic ones.
No, never. Forget it.
It is a Wisdom saving throw, DC 13. Not very high.
Let's have a look here. So wisdom saving through. Yep, okay. So, remind myself on charm person. Temperature humanoid,
Don't even know what I'm
saving
gonna say.
throw. If it fails the saving throw, it's charmed by it. Regards you as a friendly acquaintance with the okay. Cool. So you see a shift in Donovich's expression. He changes from one of suspicion to kind of like a laid back face kind of thing, almost as if he's been pacified somehow. Oh, there we go. We're back.
Looks over her shoulder and goes, I'm really good at lying. Walks forwards.
Miles just kind of like,
I didn't think that was gonna work.
I probably should say something, but I'm not going to. I'll just take a few steps back.
She walks up and just kind of claps him on the shoulder. Here, father. Haven't seen you in a while. How's it going?
The times have been enough. The Morning Lord does not answer my prayers.
What we thought. My friend here, named Gilroy. He's your savior, father. The Morning Lord himself sent him here.
The Morning Lord sent him?
Can I walk up and touch Venom's shoulder and cast guidance just in case?
Yeah, sure.
Just in case. I've asked up to a minute, so
I might need it.
you never know.
The Donovich looks from Venom to Gilroy and says, Are you here to save my boy?
Yes.
You can bring him back to me.
I can save him.
So Donovich kind of fumbles inside his robes for a moment, and he brings out this. It's kind of like it looks like a dilapidated key, rather rusty and old, and he just holds it out for you. This key will allow you to him.
Venom. It's all yours.
Where are you going now? It's your son.
Well, that worked really well.
For now.
Yes, for now. Does anyone need to prepare anything before we do this?
I mean, last will and testament. Had that sorted for years. So I think I'm good.
Okay.
Say, of order. I think vampires can die of starvation. We just looked at the and fucked off.
It would probably take a while.
You're right.
I feel like he'd probably get out and do damage before he died of starvation. That tends to be the way it goes when it comes to horrible transformations into creatures like that.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately. Should we call in hell. Oh hell, sorry. Should we call in Apricot? Did you go outside?
No,
I
I'm
think she
standing.
said she doesn't want to be part of any murder, so
Right. Okay.
I'm currently standing in front of the door.
I thought didn't know if you had gone outside or not.
Well, I moved the token because that looks like the room with a trapdoor. So she's kind of standing in front of it in the hopes to deter going in there.
Oh.
All right.
Now what?
It's a very good question.
well,
Right.
we've got a key, so we've got a choice to make, which is: do we go in there, or do we leave it?
Well, the priest might be upset if we left it now.
I think he's going to be upset in about 55 minutes anyway.
Well, that's true, but he might. Oh, yes, I suppose that's a very good point.
Check my arcane watch. I definitely am wearing.
Well, in for a copper, in for a gold, right?
You're right.
So the way I see it, this poor priest won't make it for much longer, and who knows if he meets his untimely end due to exhaustion or starvation or whatever might ail him due to the situation of his son. Who will maintain the chains? Who will maintain the church? And who says his son won't get free and harm others? So, although I hate to hurt this poor man like this, but I think it's the only option we have if we want to help the other people in this town.
I agree.
Right. Let's go break this egg, I suppose.
Like dominance. Starts walking to the door.
Yeah, Mal follows.
I don't think you should do this.
I know, but
What you're doing is just murder. Not
Well,
even self-defense. Because
but what if he gets out and murders people in the town? Wouldn't we be
I'm going
saving
to go in there
the town then?
and talk to him. If he hits me first, it is self-defense.
That's a good point. Why don't we open the door and try to reason with him?
There's that
I was
sound.
always-
I'm assuming that he's been screaming for like the past.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's been like every couple of minutes.
So she kind of
Maybe
like
we
waits the
should
trapdoor.
reason with him.
Yeah.
We could leave the chains on and open the trapdoor just a bit and ask him if he wants to live.
Oh, that's a good point.
And
Let's try that.
maybe the hunger has made him mad.
Mal kind of sighs deeply, and she sort of like readies her bow and arrow because she doesn't trust the situation for even a second. She's gonna let you try it, but she's also not gonna hesitate.
I'll just pull out my wand a little bit. Who wants to lift it? I'm not very strong, unfortunately.
No one with a key, so I suppose that's
I
place to
think,
start.
I think we should keep the chain on. See if we can just lift it a tiny bit with it still on, just for safety.
Yes. Who wants to lift the door?
Sorry.
Not it.
I don't want to let you in there.
Well, that's your problem.
Well, I know, but we have to go in there. So
We don't
Look.
have to. I don't understand
Well-
this constant. We have to. We don't have to do anything.
And you didn't have to send a letter to Strahd, but you did anyway.
Oh my god! I'm going to hate you in a minute.
Come on.
I've had worse. Anyway, look, I get where you're coming from with the guy in the basement. I do, but if it's not like we're walking into this because we want to kill a man. We're walking into this because we've talked through all the options, and this is the one which is going to result in the least harm to the least people.
How do you know? He's been down there long enough that he hasn't hurt anyone. This could
He's
continue
starving. He's hurting himself with every minute he stays down there.
what happens when the chains break and he gets out of the basement?
How is that
And
any
he
of our
is able to hurt
business?
people.
How is that?
Oh, but then
is
he
that-
is able to hurt people.
Yeah, and if we're still
That's my
here, we
business.
might lose people.
I can't let that happen. As a priest, I can't let that happen.
Look,
So you're going to
Apricot,
kill him
then.
instead?
Apricot, have you ever been hungry? Really properly hungry? Because I have. And if he's even half as hungry as I was, he's not going to be in his right mind.
Jesus, how hungry did you get?
Hungry enough.
Ravenous.
I want to know where that goes.
And that was without being hungry for blood or whatever it is vampires eat or drink. It is blood, right?
It
Really
would be,
blood?
yeah. It would be
Oh,
the blood of people, yeah.
We're not doing him a
We give him
kindness
some.
by letting him starve.
Why don't we give him some blood and then see if he'll talk to us?
I
And
don't
what-
think
and what-
that's
and
a
what
good
happens
idea
after
at
that?
all.
Maybe if once he's in his right mind, we can discuss this better and see if he wants to die.
What if he doesn't go into his right mind? What if the blood makes him more crazy?
Then I suppose we'd have to kill him either way.
Oh,
I mean,
that's true.
the idea is not a bad one in the end. I mean, either we give him blood, he comes back to himself, and we ask him what he wants, or we
All
give
right.
him blood and he doesn't come back to himself, and we go with the original plan.
That's true. Okay.
So we're cool. We're not going to kill him straight away.
Of course not.
No, that's fine. We'll not
So,
straight away.
I mean, that's assuming that any of us is willing to be a donor.
My idea.
My blood is so filled with alcohol.
Well, I think the person with the idea should be the donor.
All right, I'm down for that.
I've just been watching Fraser's expressions throughout this entire exchange.
Something like this is going to happen. He's playing with us.
We'll be here to save you, I promise.
The world of good. A little bit of vampirism for the soul.
It'll be fine.
Has anyone got a cup of sorts? I'd rather not just hand him my arm.
I
I feel
I'm
like I
carrying
need
some
that.
bottles.
But yes, I do. I literally jingle when I walk.
I was thinking, I've got to
The
cut
priest might
myself
have a
with a
cup.
short sword and just let it drip a bit, and then
The priest might have something.
That probably does have some empty
It's
bottles
not.
from all the stuff she was drinking earlier.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Venom takes a shuriken dart and a shot glass off of a belt and just goes, I can do it right here. And wait until the trapdoor's opened, or would you like to do it now?
I mean, best to get it out the way first, and then when we're
Right.
ready, we can give it to him. So
Your arm.
But
Trying to Google what
mm.
color is Vidalcan blood.
just a quick
Yeah.
question. How are we going to get it down there? I assume it's going to drop, and if it's glass, it might break.
I mean,
Climb over
we've got
the
rope, right? We could always rig it.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
you said it was a shot glass, right?
We'd have to open the door.
I do think a normal bottle would be better for it, and sort of reaches into his backpack and sort of rummages around. Hear a bit of clinking here and there, and then sort of like, aha! And grabs a glass bottle and sort of holds it out. Where are they?
Okay, I don't even.
Takes it and
That's
then
not helpful.
Apricot just goes, would you like a single, a double, or a holiday measure? Father, over here.
Oh dear me.
Should
I
we
don't think the Weights and Measures
somewhat-
Act extends to blood, like, but you know.
It does.
I can't find
Bloody Mary, if not blood.
found like 3 different colors online for the blood, so I don't know what.
I think that goes with pick whichever one is most aesthetically pleasing to you, then.
I mean, I like the idea that it's the opposite to humans, which is it's red inside and then blue on the outside. Like we've got blue on the inside, red on the outside. That makes sense.
I mean, it's also technically not true, but I'm not going to quibble at you on that at this juncture. So.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Okay,
It would help
so
you brand of purple.
should we try to open the trapdoor just a little bit, and then you can kind of stick your hand in, or do you want to lower the rope down? Or?
I think me and my new best friend Apricot here are gonna work on the blood, and you 3 should work on the door. There's the key.
All right, I agree with that. I'll kind of go into the room and hopefully kind of go to the back door. I'm just gonna stand there and wait for everybody else.
Yeah, I move out the way just to let you guys in, but I'm still watching. I'm just like, and then she holds her hand out to Ben and like, go on then.
Which way does the door open? Like, is it open towards towards here or towards here?
Yeah,
It
so
looks like
these two
on the
back
wall
bits
side.
here are the hinges.
Okay,
and
cool.
the handle is where the chain is.
Okay. Alright, so
Is it even possible to crack it open without loosening the chain? Like, is there enough give?
You take a look at the door and the chain itself, and you just kind of you test it gingerly. But the door itself doesn't even move an inch at all. And as you kind of look a bit closer to it, you can see that seemingly your best guess would be the water has kind of seeped into the wood, and the wood has expanded in the actual frame of this trap door. So you think it would take quite a bit just to even get the door open, even if the chain wasn't there. The chain itself looks to be potentially loose enough to get maybe a finger's width gap in the door itself, but not much more than that.
yeah.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
For out of character, how would mending work if we like cracked open, like made a hole in the wood with a knife, and then I used mending to? Would that be able to seal it back up again?
It would patch the wood. Mm-hmm.
Because I do have the mending cantrip, because it's kind of necessary for baby.
I like that.
Smart.
Because it does take a minute, but it's the cantrip, and it.
What could go wrong in a minute?
Downsides.
More to the point, what could go wrong in 10 rounds? Well.
Yeah, right.
That's what
Character death could go wrong in 10 rounds.
But
Well,
we'll suggest that to the party. Like, if you want to crack it open, I could potentially mend it. I mend baby all the time. This would be like really easy.
Okay.
We could also try a crowbar, maybe.
Well, we want to make sure that we can
Have a
reseal it just in case.
Well,
Right.
that's just it. I mean, what if we unlock it and don't necessarily open right away, and maybe somebody can stand on the top of it, and we can try to kind of open it, like put a foot on top of it, and then kind of lift it up that way, so it's not open all the way, but just like a little bit. And then if we need to, we can relock it right away if we need to.
We could try the crowbar with the chain on first and see if we get anywhere, and if not, then do that, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or we could make a hole in it.
I mean,
Why don't we try the crowbar first, and if that doesn't work, then we'll try the hole.
Mal's already got the crowbar. She's got the crowbar out, and she's just waiting for you guys to finish talking about it.
Okay.
Crowbar.
So you expertly put the crowbar in the perfect position to open and jimmy up this trap door. Just make a strength check with advantage.
With advantage.
With advantage, because you're using a crowbar.
Let me just find my stats, because I was on my combat. Okay, so yeah, so strength was my dump stat. This little interestingly.
I will. I'll reach out and I'll touch her shoulder and give her guidance as well.
It's okay.
Is that,
I actually rolled pretty well. So
okay.
with advantage, that was a 19
Okay.
on the dice.
Yeah, so you're easily able to wedge it. It does take you a couple of seconds to kind of find the right pivot point, but you do manage to budge the door and just jimmy it open a little bit. And as I say, as you lift it, you only get that finger width gap before the chains stop from rising any further.
Cool.
Do you want to try the hole? Or try making a hole?
We could try talking to him first, possibly, but that might get us attention we don't want.
That's true.
I mean, when we pried open the door, was there any reaction from down the hole, or has he still continued his screaming?
No, he has not screamed since you moved the door. You haven't heard a sound from him.
Don't like that.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Oh no.
so have we got a plan to get this blood in there yet?
I do, yeah. I'll be honest, it's not the best plan. It's going to hurt. I can not I know what I'm doing. She kind
Does
of
anyone
little
really?
I'll be fine. Look, never tell me the odds. Know what I'm doing. And it takes baby's baby? Yeah, sure, your baby now. Takes Apricot's outstretched arm and just kind of rests it on the shoulder so that I've got some nice wrist access. And then places the dot against a very important looking artery and just goes, just so you know, I could kill you right now. This means we're friends. Moves it down the arm and just slices, holds the bottle underneath it. Enough in the bottom. Then we'll put up the arm.
Okay, so you now have a vial of blood.
Apricot winces and kind of wraps, she takes, like, what looks like one of the hairbands out and just kind of wraps her arm in it for now.
There you go. You'll be right.
Yeah, I know what she does. She goes into a bag and she seems to rummage around in it for a minute until she comes out with what looks like, not a hairband, like a strip of fabric that looks like it should be in her hair, and then she wraps it around and she's like, I knew those other wigs would be good for something.
I know that about you now. I'm not going to bring it up because I'm nice.
Yeah, and only Venom would have really heard her muttering about her wigs. And then, yeah.
But it suits you. I like it.
Right.
So what's the plan then? Are you going to unlock the chains and then open it fully, or?
I mean, whoever's inside knows that someone be trying to get in, so...
Oh yeah, I mean you made a fair bit of noise
Yeah.
with the chains themselves as you were cracking open the door. So you definitely think that this creature in the Undercroft knows that you are there and knows that you are attempting to get down to it.
We could try to make the hole.
Hole sounds good.
Father Donny did give away the name of his son, right? I'm not
Doru.
misremembering.
Mm-hmm.
What was his name?
Doru.
Doru. Write that
Dor?
down.
Mm.
Okay.
What was the name of the dad again?
Donovich.
Donovich.
Donovan.
Father Donny.
Father Donny.
Father Dwani from.
Hey, yo, forget about it.
Yeah, he's wicked smart.
Hey, my son's a
he actually-
vampire, but he
Father
got his
Donny sounds
D&D.
like a character of Father Ted.
Exactly.
I just realized I'm Irish and we're in a church. How have I not made that joke yet? Oh, Father, I hear you're a racist now.
All right, so I'll pull out my spear and kind of start trying to dig out a hole, kind of like twisting it, maybe turning it around and trying to like poke it and eventually make a hole big enough for thing to fit through.
You can do that. It takes about a minute or so of just poking and prodding to get through this wood. I mean, once you get the spear itself through, the rest of it is fairly easy, because this wood is kind of like rotting away. But yeah, you were able to make a hole in the trapdoor.
Ta-da! Can I look down the hole and see what I see?
Do you have dark vision?
I do. I believe I do. I'm
You
pretty
do
sure I have
with
60
a
feet of
You're
dark vision.
a half elf,
Yeah, I
right?
do.
So you'll
I
have
was
dark
gonna say.
vision.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got 60 feet of dark vision.
So yeah, you can see stairs leading down. You don't quite have
Okay,
the
so it's
angle
not
to
just
see
straight
further
down.
in. Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Well, there's stairs, so I unfortunately can't see too much other than... Do we want to just
We're
drop
gonna
it in?
have to-
And...
Oh, we're just gonna have to open it up, aren't we?
We
I mean,
could-
it seems like it.
we
Go
could
ahead, sorry.
tie the bottle to a rope and let it down to call for him. See
Ask
if
him
he
if he
comes to
can
pick it
come
up.
to the if he can get closer, and then we can hand it to him, and he can take it. I guess.
I'm gonna crouch down next to the trapdoor and just kind of. She assumes vampires have a good sense of smell, specifically for blood, so the bottle's gonna get wafted over the opening a little bit. I don't know if that's right,
Okay.
but
Shouldn't we let it down so he can get it?
Well, we need to be there first, otherwise it'll just smash.
I mean, if we use a rope, we can
I was... Sorry, good.
we can tie it around the rope and let it down carefully.
We just have to make
Mr.
the
Doru?
just worried that it's I don't want it to get too big.
Mind coming over to the trapdoor?
Well, as you're seeing that and you're wafting this bag of blood near the door, you can hear a response, and it's almost a whispered kind of response, but it sounds terribly close. But you don't see any sign of anyone near the door, and all you hear is, "I can smell your blood."
Now, that you do.
Mal's gonna go into her bag and she's gonna bring out her little sack of ball bearings. And
Okay.
she's just gonna keep those
Oh,
handy
no.
when they will be useful.
Oh no.
Yeah, I've got my little stick with the broken end. Well, should we lower the blood and see what happens?
Hi.
Yeah.
Can you see the hole in the trapdoor? I'm going to give you some high quality, high society we're going to give you some high society Vidalcan blood in exchange for you to stop screaming.
I'll move so they can get in there.
So you just hear that whisper again. I can smell it.
Well, if you stick your mouth underneath the bloody hole, we'll give you it.
It'll be a bloody hole in a second, won't it?
This is
Exactly.
such a bad idea.
It's a terrible idea.
I feel like maybe the man's lost his faculties a bit.
So you're just dropping it down. Have you got it attached to the rope to lower it safely, or?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So with frightening speed, the bottle is snatched away, and you just get a momentary glimpse of this really withered man, and he's a very young man. He's only about 20, and it literally appears for a fraction of a second, snatches this bottle, and the rope goes with it, and the entire length of rope just goes into this trapdoor.
Hope you won't attach to that.
Hope we don't need that. Good lord.
That's the best fucking rope.
Well, Apricot, now
To
what?
my equipment section in D&D Beyond and remove that fucking rope.
Rope is no more.
Well, now he's got the blood. Now what?
We hope
Well,
that.
he should shut up for a while.
Are we going to discuss his life and death?
I believe the idea was he's either satiated or batshit insane.
I'll be right back, guys.
No worries.
I'll be right back, okay?
Okay. Mal kind of like inches close to the trapdoor, still with her bag of ball bearings in hand, just in case she needs to use them. And she calls down, so we gave you a snack. We're hoping you're feeling a bit more able to talk rather than scream. We're hoping, if that's the case, you'll tell us what you want us to do about your unfortunate situation.
Make a perception check.
Ooh, okay. I'm good at perception.
Just Mal, or?
Just Mal for now. Yeah.
Okay. Let me just double check what I got on perception rolls. Yes, I got a 7. That's good. Okay.
Expert.
Oh, even with that 7, that was not good. So that is a 12 altogether.
Cool. Okay.
I'm sure that if Gilroy was here, he'd give you guidance. You didn't use it on the other one. You still have guidance from before.
You would still have guidance.
So you
I guess I'll roll that d4 to see if I get anything else.
Because you didn't use it.
So that was a 3 on the d4, so altogether that's a 15.
15. Okay. So you kind of strain yourself a little bit to hear any kind of response, and you hear what you can only assume is the slurping, essentially, as if he's still finishing off this blood, and he wants to get every last drop of blood from this vial. And then you hear, even fainter than before, that whisper, and only you manage to pick it up. You're literally sitting there listening for it, and you hear the whisper again. I can smell your blood.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the rest of you didn't hear that.
Oh, good news or bad?
Yes, I'm sorry, I don't know.
I would err on the side of bad. I'm going to call someone saying that they can smell my blood. Good.
Oh,
Apricot
In fact, I would say that perhaps this gentleman has designs on the blood that I would like to keep within my body.
indeed.
Apricot comes a bit closer, partly because she's curious, and partly because she will eventually need to mend the hole.
Mhm.
And she just said, "I can't help but be morbidly curious. Do I taste good?"
Are you
I mean, actually, it's a fair question.
The next response is the one that everyone can hear, and it's another scream. Ma!
Sorry,
I'm
what?
going to take that as a yes.
I didn't hear what you said.
He screamed out more.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Or
Yeah. It's no. I'm. Well.
It's almost revealed herself, but
oh,
she's tasty.
Gil,
Because
want to go down there?
Ravenheart's gonna sort of like lean over the trapdoor and just kind of yell inside, "How much?"
You're leaning over the trapdoor itself.
Yes.
Okay, how close are you getting? Are you poking your head through, or?
No, definitely not.
We
Just
haven't
kind
opened
of
it yet, have
yelling
we?
into the hole, "How much?"
Okay.
My head in there.
So you are greeted by this face literally right up against the trapdoor. All of it!
yeah, that's not happening. I kind of
Okay,
know.
buddy.
Sort of
All in
startled,
favour of sticking
jumps
to the
up,
original plan,
backs
say
against
I.
the wall.
Who's ready to kill a vampire?
Before anything else, like as soon as the face is underneath, Venom just pangs the quarterstaff into the hole to just try and get him in the eye or something.
Okay.
It's not whack-a-mole.
He seems uncooperative.
It is now.
Venom invented whack-a-mole in Barrovia. It's canon.
Make an attack roll.
Wackadoru.
Can attack roll. Oh boy. That's a +5, 22. Math is hard. Staff both hands. I'm really hoping a 22 hits.
A 22 should hit. I'm just getting the sheet up
Good.
now. Yeah.
Or-
Now, is your is there anything magical about your spear?
There's not.
Cool. Roll me damage.
I bet he's got resistance, huh? Ah,
The vampire. They,
nice
they,
rolling
they,
box. Oh, that's good. That's an 8. Plus 3 is 11.
Nice.
11 points, but 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't like that. Who is? In fact, well, you would have had to move close to the door itself.
I should be closer to the door, but it's very difficult in this.
Yeah.
I was closer to the door because I was
so-
talking to it.
Well, his hand with exceedingly sharp and long nails comes out and tries to swipe at you. And it missed. But the 14 plus 6, that's 20. Yeah, the second one actually catches you. So he swipes twice and manages to catch you once. 4, 5 plus 3, 8 points of slashing damage.
Can Apricot yell at this thing, or you don't? Are we still combating?
But at this point, we're going to go into initiative.
Ah, crap. To do the conversation before we did the
Initiative
order.
time!
I think.
Oh boy.
What dice is going to give me good initiative today?
I was just going to say, I was kind of hoping Apricot would get a chance to say something along the lines of stop that, or well, these guys want to kill you. But, you know.
I did roll an 18 on initiative.
Oh, nice.
I rolled a 13.
My initiative was rubbish.
Oh, look at that! The initiative of our good friend Doru. Look at that.
Oh.
Oh
Wait,
dear.
actually, let me do a fucking.
Oh my. Oh, that's not okay.
Oh, he a fast boy.
Oh yeah.
Speedy.
He a speedy boy. You probably shouldn't have given him that blood.
Blood's just like changed him from like a really terrible like CR half vampire, like a CR 12 one. Like
You can put your own initiative in.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
How do you
Just
do
put
that?
0 and then you should be able to change it to
Yeah.
14.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
Makes it a
cool.
lot easier when you can put your own in. You don't have to keep telling Fraser all the initiatives.
It most certainly does. Thank you very much.
be right
Yeah.
back
What-
before I inevitably die.
Yeah. Well, it's
Hey,
been
if
nice
I
knowing
die,
all you.
I've got a backup character. It's fine.
I've made one or two.
So,
I have a like I said, I have a fun Warforged that's fun.
so
Anyway.
Doru
Downgraded. But
grips the sides of this this trapdoor and he tries to rend it asunder.
No.
And that is
how is
yeah.
he getting his hand up a hole? I didn't realise the hole was big enough for his entire hand.
Well, if you make it big enough to get rope and a vial down, it's big enough to get some hands through and an arm. Bear in mind he's like spindly as hell because he hasn't been fed for over a year.
Oh yeah, over yeah. My starvation plan would never work.
So yeah, he grips the sides of this hole and tries to rip through the trapdoor, and he does manage to pull bits of it apart, but not quite enough for him to get up through it as yet.
Okay.
Ravenheart, what would you like to do?
Give me just 1 second. I need to look up something right quick. Because I don't know exactly how this works.
You hit it, probably.
Yeah, right.
That's something cool and you go bop, bop.
Hit it. Keep hitting it until it drops.
I'm just
I
thinking
will
if your
attempt
loot
to hit
should
it
be.
with my scimitar. Right. Let's roll for that right quick. That's a 24.
What is it you're rolling for?
To hit with the scimitar.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's going to hit.
1d6 plus 3, apparently. That's a 9.
Awesome.
I'm keeping these dice. These are good dice.
These dice are rolling very well.
And is that it for your turn?
Yes. I do think so.
Cool. Venom.
Oh boy. Oh no. I'm sorry, this was my fault. I should have more prepared at all times.
That's okay.
I'm usually the person who starts it.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
I will, because I'm cool and a monk, I will hit once with quarterstaff, and then in my bonus action, I'll give him a kick and push him back in this hole.
Okay. So, to give him a kick, you would have to put your foot through this trapdoor.
Oh, I know.
Okay. Cool.
I can only use unarmed strikes as my bonus action, so I need to get a little closer. Okay. That's a 24 to hit with my staff.
Okay. Roll some damage for that.
9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And bonus action kick to the face is a 9.
Cool.
That doesn't sound like it hits. Cool.
So, as you are trying to pull your foot back over, you feel Doru cling to it.
I've made a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad mistake.
Oh no! Oh no!
Has he kicked through the trapdoor now?
Yeah. Yeah, so his foot went
So
through the
sort of
trapdoor.
like-
It took a little bit more with it, and he is now stuck in the trapdoor.
Okay.
So at the moment, you're not sure whether Doru actually has a hold of him, or of her rather, or whether or not it's just a case of she's managed to get her foot stuck.
Dear.
Something's poking in my ankle, but I don't know whether it's wood or claws. Ow.
Nope.
Oh.
Ah.
Splinters, nasty thing those.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
Cool. So, Gilroy. What is Gilroy going to do?
So there's a bigger hole now.
There is a slightly bigger hole, but Venom's leg is currently blocking that hole.
Okay. Can I see in the hole though? Like if I look over, can I kind of see the what's his name?
You could probably see maybe through a half-inch gap. Nothing certainly to attack through, not without risking further injury to Venom.
Well, 1 second. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to use 1 second here. I should have prepared this again as well. Where is it? Sorry, I apologize.
That's all right.
Here we go. Turn. I'm going to use turn undead. Channel divinity. Turn undead. I'm going to present my holy symbol and say, "Stop holding on to my friend in the name of which god do I follow?" Hold on a second.
Did you just forget your
The
own
god
god?
that I follow. What's that? Yeah, you know, it's written somewhere. All right, jeez.
So it's a wisdom save.
New personality trait. Forgets his god. I'm impressed.
You know that guy that I follow, the one that's whatever it is. I
One that's
get
giving me all the
whatever.
powers that I have. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, exactly. So, it is a wisdom saving throw.
It is indeed, and it failed.
So he has to spend his turns trying to move as far away from me as it can.
Yes.
And it can't willingly to move. So yeah, I'm sure you know, obviously. Sorry.
Cool. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, because I can't use 2 spells on a turn. Oh, that's not a spell, though, is it?
So that is an action, essentially, to use Channel Divinity.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be able to use a spell unless you had a bonus action spell.
Okay, no, I do. That's what I was going to actually ask. Can I? I would like to cast as a bonus action Shield of Faith.
Yeah,
myself.
that you can do.
It's a good
Yourself.
spell.
Not the girl.
Yeah,
with
it
her
gives me
foot in
a
the hole.
+2 to my AC.
And it's a good spell.
Well, I think he probably would have let go of your leg because he has
Yes.
to turn and run from
Oh,
me.
sure.
So
So-
your leg would be released at that. Apricot.
And that's my turn. Sorry. Thank you.
God damn it.
Our team does not prepare for combat.
No, it was. I rolled a dice to see like which choice to make, and then obviously I wasted the choice roll. It's a natural 20, and it's like, well, why couldn't I feel like it's a waste of a natural 20 to be honest?
Oh, you never
You're
roll.
right.
Make choice in combat.
I suppose. So can I see this thing?
You would need to literally look and look through the hole. 'Cause, I mean, at the moment, Venom's leg is still through the hole.
Okay, I'm going to. Oh yeah, that's. Don't think any of my spells are bonus actions, so I'm just gonna. I have 3 first level spell slots. So what happens when I don't know what I'm doing because I've never played this class before? See it, then I'm just going to put my. I think this is a touch spell, so I'm going to put my hand on Venom, cast Heroism.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
Gives you a whole 3 extra HP. Temporary hit point 3. I think it's temporary HP equal to my spell casting modifier, which is intelligence, which is 3. But you know, she just want to. She can't see anything to hit. She doesn't really want to hit it anyway. So, and your foot is kind of stuck. So I'm just. We already decided we were friends, right? So yeah, with the fact that you cut me open. So you get 3 temporary HP for my first level spell slot. As long as I concentrate for the next minute.
Cool. Malika.
Cool. So the situation, just so I check I've got it right, is that Venom's foot is still in the trapdoor,
Yes.
and our vampire friend potentially has a hold of her foot.
No, he's taken off.
Okay.
Sorry. I apologize.
Okay. It's not much a rogue can do in this situation.
An action in case they come back up. But
yeah, that's actually because I'm last in the turn order. So yeah, I'm going to hold an action which is that as soon as I can get a clear shot on our vampire friend, I will fire an arrow at him.
Cool. Okay. So Doru's turn. And Doru does that. Cool. Ravenheart.
There is like little pebbles and rocks in the room, right?
There is, yes.
Okay, I'll would it consume an action to pick one of them up?
It would be. It's technically a free action to interact with an object once per turn. So you could pick one up without using your action.
I'll pick up a stone and cast magic stone on it.
Okay.
Stone.
Wait,
I recognize.
how do I add a spell to the actual chat here? Is there a way for me to do that?
I don't know how it's been done in the first place.
I use Beyond 20. It's an extension for Google Chrome.
Okay. Right. Right. Magic stone basically allows me to throw the stone and give it 1d6 plus my spellcasting ability modifier. So I'll roll to hit on that, which should be bad dice. It's a 12.
Cool.
So I reckon that's not going to hit.
Yeah, it doesn't. It just bounces off the side of the trapdoor as you're trying to aim it between this little gap that you can see there in the trapdoor.
Oh crap! What is actual action?
Yeah, back here. I'm messing with you. You didn't actually. Oh, my leg.
Right, that ends my turn.
Cool. So, Venom, you no longer feel these claws in your leg.
That's nice.
And you feel a bit more heroic as well.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
with those 3
Quite
extra
heroic.
temporary hit points.
Oh, okay.
I'm drunk, and I'm also very heroic.
Oh God.
Maybe this was a bad
It's
plan.
like it's one leg thick, isn't it?
It's enough to get your foot through. It would take a bit if you wanted to try and jump through it. You would need to make some kind of check, which would take an action.
Right. In that case, I'm just gonna hack the wood and hope I can break some of it away.
Yeah, make a strength check.
Strength check. I'm really good at those. That's a natural 20.
Awesome, yeah. So you are able to work away at the wood and break a reasonable chunk of it off.
You have to get through?
Not yet. You've kind of broken half the trapdoor off, so you could lean through. You could put your head through it, or you could fit 2 legs through. But the rest of your body wouldn't fit through.
Curse this poofy skirt.
Anything else with your turn?
I'll just keep my staff, and I shall wait.
Cool. As you're kind of looking at the hole as well, you don't see any sign of Doru down there. Gilroy.
Knowing that I've kind of pushed him away from the door, I'm pretty sure that I've. Yeah. I'll go over and unlock the chain and lift up what's left of the door and kind of prop it against the wall.
Okay. So doing all of
Well.
that would take your action to do.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep.
Cool. And are you going to jump down into the hole? Or?
No.
Cool.
I'm just. Well, it's open.
Apricot, this trapdoor now stands fully open at your feet.
I'm not going down there. I didn't even want to kill him in the first place.
But you should. Looks so fun, don't you think?
What I do is
Yeah.
I pull out my longsword, which
Mhm.
none of you have ever seen before. It's very shiny and it doesn't look like it's ever been used before.
Okay.
What an ornamental longsword.
Good lord, that's pretty.
And I'm gonna hold an action to, defend if it comes further up, and I will hit it.
Okay.
Or attempt to hit it. Considering, as you could guess, this looks so brand new, like it and sparkly, and most of you probably won't have seen such a brand new sword for either ever, in some cases, or for a long time, depending on weapons you've been given or procured and stuff.
He stole a sword that looked like shiny ones.
I mean, that's fair. But yes.
Yeah.
She's just going to kind of stand there, cursing the fact that she doesn't have baby. Not tell anyone this.
Okay. So what's Mal going to do?
Hold an action.
So, guys, haven't come out the trapdoor yet.
No. And you can't see. You can see a little way through the trapdoor. You can see what looks like stairs leading down, but you don't see any sign of Doru.
Cool.
No.
Mal kind of like sort of squints into the darkness until she realizes that she's not going to see any of this, which I guess is about 2 seconds of this 6-second round, and then she says, "So we're gonna have to go down after him, right?"
Really?
Not it.
I'll go down first. If nobody else wants to, I'll go down first. That's no problem. I have an idea,
Scare it
actually.
away.
Oh, I'll scare it. I have an idea, and it may help with the darkness down there, and help with defeating this vampire.
Well,
Good start.
considering I can't see in the darkness, that would help.
Well, I'll have to wait till my turn, though.
Okay.
So the trapdoor's still
The
closed
trapdoor
with a
stands
hole in it.
open. No, it's been fully
open
opened now. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
Gilroy opened it in his last turn.
Okay. Mal is gonna take a couple of steps down the trapdoor just to see if she can see anything down there. We're keeping her bow sort of trained in front of her.
Okay, so you're going to actually step into the area itself.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Different map.
Oh no.
I was going to ask who's heard the worst.
Oh,
So you see that this kind of undercroft has really rough-hewn walls, and the floor is just made of damp earth and clay. And you can see the rotten wooden pillars just straining under the weight of the wooden ceiling. The candlelight from the chapel itself does kind of slip through the cracks in the ceiling itself, allowing you to glimpse this really gaunt shape in the far corner.
Okay. No one else is down here yet, and it's his turn next.
You're quite right.
I would like to use my action to gently roll my bag of ball bearings over the floor in front of me. So if this guy comes
Okay.
near me, he's going to trip on these ball bearings first.
nice.
So yeah, so I empty my bag of ball bearings on the ground in front of me, just like as sort of quietly and unobtrusively as possible.
Yeah, so the area within that
It's
square
still a bag of,
there
what,
is
1,000
the
ball
area
bearings?
covered by ball
Ooh,
bearings.
something.
It's a 10-foot square area.
And that is my turn.
Cool.
I'm also not on that map yet, Fraser, so I can't see anything. I don't know if you intended to like move me so I could see this new map, but I don't know if I can see it or not. Oh wait, no, I'm just on a different part of it.
Yeah.
Now I see. Okay, I didn't realize I could scroll across. I see everything now.
Cool.
Not sure.
So, Ravenheart.
I will also jump in the hole.
Okay. So you kind of squeeze in behind Malika. That. And you are there. So if you scroll right on the map, you shall see the Undercroft area.
All right.
Talking of reaction, right? I whisper, "Watch out for the ball bearings." That's
Yeah, so
That's sort of
as Mal
forward
points
straight,
that out, you look at the bottom of the stairs and you can see lots of glints from these metal ball bearings that have just been scattered in that area.
I sort of just give a small thumbs up. Right, 1 square is 5 feet, right?
Yes. You can also, there's a ruler tool on the left-hand side. So underneath the magnifying glass, there's a little ruler tool you can use, which will show you distances.
Okay. That's cool. Right. I really don't have anything to do, so I'll just end my turn here.
Okay, cool. Venom.
Hey. We're in the hole.
Okay, so do you want to land Well, you would only have to land ahead of them. Essentially, you would have to jump and land in front. So you would kind of jump into this kind of area down there.
Yes.
Again, Mal's just like, watch out for the ball bearings.
Right. My trick. Bastard.
In order to avoid the area with the ball bearings in as well, you could jump over the railings to the left.
Yeah, I'm a monk. I'm gonna do that.
Cool. Yeah, so it's only a 10-foot drop, so you can quite easily make that over the railing and land either side of it.
The railing. Hand on the wineskin. Right. The hands up. Alright, Doru. Not here. Well, I suppose we are here to hurt you. It's for your own good.
So you don't get any response. You just see this figure kind of cowering in the corner.
Alright. Alright, I poked you in the eye. I will use my action to dodge. Take the dodge action. And I'll
Okay.
just hold. Actually, I will spend a key point to take the dodge action as my bonus action, and I will hold my action to attack if he gets.
Cool. Okie dokie. Gilroy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of go over to the top of the stairs. And if I look down, can I see him cowering in the corner?
You would be able to see him cowering in the corner, yeah.
Okay, cool.
If you just drop
I would like.
Zap.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll just drop you
I didn't
onto
hear
that
what you
map. I'm just going to drop you onto that map there on the
Okay.
right-hand side,
Oh, okay, cool.
and that'll allow you
Beautiful.
to see the situation.
Excellent. Perfect. Okay. 1 second. Make sure I can do that. How far is he from me? That's not right. Sorry. Roll 20. He's okay. Okay. I'm gonna look over and cast Guiding Bolt at level 1.
Okay, so I believe that's an attack roll, is it?
Yeah, it's a flash of light streaks toward the creature against blah 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 against creature with choice ranged spell attack. Yeah, ranged spell attack. So, what is it? +5. So, oh wow, dirty 20.
Oh yes, that does hit. So this
Okay,
flash
and
of
then
light just
4d6.
streaks straight across, and it lights up this Underdark as it goes past, and hits him square in the chest.
So 14 points of radiant damage.
Nice. Okay.
And he's glowing, and the next attack has advantage.
It does indeed.
So you can kind of see him in the dark now.
Yeah, he's kind of glowing now with this remnant of radiant light.
See? Vampire light!
And apricots.
It's a nightlight.
I would not have that on my bedside table.
I guess I'm gonna very carefully follow everyone else.
Okay.
Please put me on the other map so I can see what the fuck's going on.
Yeah. So you kind of squeeze in. It's a very tight squeeze there at the moment, but you would be able to see
There we go.
that.
Al whispers, ball bearings.
Balls to you too.
No, at the bottom of the stairs.
In Apricot's defense, that doesn't seem like something out of character that Malika wouldn't say to her, considering their relationship. So,
Should have moved. Oh well.
That's what I was thinking as well. I should be further into this room. Oh,
That's okay.
can't quite get there, can't I? Wouldn't be able to get there.
Thank you.
Well, you
Sorry.
could jump off the side over the railing. It's only about from the top, from the very top, it's about 15 foot down over, and then each square goes down 5 feet as well. So from the middle bit is 10-foot drop, and then from the bottom it's a 5-foot drop. But from where you are currently, it's a 15-foot drop. But it's 15 foot's easy enough to do.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I couldn't run up to the thing and hit it.
It's about 60 foot away,
away,
so no, you wouldn't be able to get there and hit in the same turn.
Yeah.
I will be back in 1 second.
No worries. Huh?
I'm not going to be able to get any further forward because of the other idiots on the stairs, right?
You would need to squeeze through. It would take essentially 10 foot of movement just to move the 5 foot through to get past them.
So I might as well just jump down. Sure. Is that a good idea? Yeah.
Is anything a good idea?
Not in
Not in
Barovia.
Barovia, yeah.
We have bad ideas incorporated.
Do I need to make it like a roll to see how well I jump down?
Brennan is the queen of bad ideas.
That's entirely up to you. You can safely jump it. You'll not take any damage or anything. It's only 15 foot.
Let's see how. Let's just do it for the fun of it. Just see how well it. Considering I did a really good acrobatics check on the tree, see if I can map that with jumping off the stairs.
Okay, so see if you can land the superhero landing.
No! Damn it, Cloud!
So in
Bad
the least graceful landing in history, jumping off the
I got a
15-foot
5.
drop.
It's not that bad. I got a 5. But I do. What I will say is that if anyone's watching, that my wig does slip, and I kind of like have to like write it again. So
Yeah, you got it.
the free action, I straighten my wig.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm not going to move too much closer to it. Longsword's versatile, isn't it?
A longsword is not, I don't
Longsword
think.
is not versatile.
A short sword is versatile, but I don't believe a longsword is.
I have the longsword down as versatile on my character sheet.
Longsword is a martial melee weapon. Apparently it is versatile. Okay.
I thought it was.
I stand corrected.
There's-
Or sit
Because
corrected.
she was holding it in 2 hands. She's now holding it in 1 hand, and she's bringing out what looks like a, tinker's tools that she was using to fix the sign with.
Yeah.
And she's just like, if it comes any closer, is all she's muttering to herself. And this
Not
time,
finesse. That's what I was thinking of.
What?
Finesse. It is versatile.
I'm gonna hold a firebolt if it gets if it comes any closer to where's the pen thing gone? If it gets roughly about here, maybe I'll fire it, but not until it gets like within a decent range.
Ow.
You okay?
Yeah, sorry. It's okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's my turn. Just stand there, and if it gets too close, I'll hit it with fire.
No worries. I
But
just need
if
to
it,
quickly send a message here to my moderator in chat. Right. Okie dokie. So what was the line there for?
oh, if it get, that's how far close it has to get before I'll hit it.
Okay.
I don't want to just fire it off. I want to.
Yeah.
I feel bad if it gets, too close, then I'll hit it.
No worries. So, Malika, what's Malika going to do?
Hello. So we've careened full heck into attacking this guy who's cowering in the corner, yeah?
That was your idea, not mine.
I mean, when he was yelling, "Father, I'm hungry," and also trying to eat our friend, that was definitely the plan. But now he's cowering in the corner, being a little bit pathetic, and
He wasn't trying to eat anybody until we offered him blood.
until you fed him, yes.
Yeah, right.
You guys
Yeah.
killing him. That
Me.
was the plan. You wanted to kill him. I just wanted to feed him. How am I the bad guy?
Okay, Mal is gonna try and put this guy out of his misery. By which I mean she's gonna raise her short bow. Let's think. She's probably gonna come a little bit further down the stairs, actually. So, but I'm assuming she's still above head height for these guys who are on the floor.
Yeah, so the very top is so this area here is 15 foot,
Mm-hmm.
and then 10 foot, and then 5 foot, and then obviously go further along.
Okay, so she's still clearing head height. That's
Yeah.
good. So she is going to try and she's going to let an arrow fly at our poor vampire bro over there.
Cool.
So let me just make an attack roll. Not with that dice though, because that dice gave me a 3 earlier.
Yes.
So that's 1d20 plus 4. So that's a 13 on the altogether.
A 13 is not going to hit, no. So that arrow will fly straight past him and hit the wall.
Do you have advantage though on the next attack because of guiding bolt?
Yes. Is he still glowing from?
Yeah, nobody's attacked him yet.
the
So
next
yeah,
attack
would have advantage.
Okay, hang on a second.
Good
Let me roll
shout.
again.
That
was worse. So it's still gonna hit. It's still gonna miss.
Yeah, so arrow lands and clings off the wall behind him there. Cool. Ravenheart.
When does the glowing stop glowing?
Now,
it lasts
ultimately,
1 round.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Okay.
it states the next attack would have advantage. After that, you don't get advantage on it.
So is it pitch black down here?
It's not pitch black,
yeah.
no. So the candlelight from above, from the actual chapel itself, is filtering through enough to see as though it's dim light.
Because I don't have dark vision.
Yeah, no, there is enough light to see by down here. The
Okay.
light's filtering through it enough to make out where you're going.
Because otherwise I wouldn't be able to see what I was hitting. And I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to hit. I didn't want to hit
Oh,
him,
no.
let alone you guys. Well, maybe Malika, but that's a different story.
Mal's against Apricot as a person. She just thinks that she's stupid and is going to get herself killed if no one checks her.
Just make better decisions. We'll be friends.
I repeat, balls to you too.
Right. Ravenheart will quickly ask around who's hurt.
I'm actually
I
alright.
don't think anyone really
I'm okay.
hurt.
Okay, that makes this easy.
His best friend actually got me covered.
Oh man.
I mean, I'm assuming I didn't
It
take
should
any
work.
hit points from the cut in my arm. That's
Oh, nice.
I will cast Fairy Fire right around here, which should be in the 60 feet range, which should illuminate our poor target over here.
It will do, yeah. I
And
believe
I will
Fairy
also-
Fire have a save. Let's have a check.
oh yeah, right. A
Very
Dex
nice.
save.
Dex 13, if I recall correctly.
that's
Check that.
usually what the saves
Yep,
are at this
attack
level.
save.
That's
Dex
a nat
13.
20. So, yeah.
Shit. Well, then I will nonetheless move down the stairs right around here before I step in the ball bearings. And we'll end my turn.
Cool. There we are. Right. So, Venom, what would you like to do?
Is going to very purposefully, very simply walk. Actually, I move 40 feet to here.
Ooh,
I
wow,
mean, not
nice.
a good choice. And she will stand there. Oh, I'm full of bad ideas today, you guys.
So you're just going to stand there 10 foot away from Doru.
I think so.
Okay. And is that it for your turn?
Just gonna double check something, but I think so. Not in range to attack. I moved my full movement. Yeah, I will hold my action to attack if he gets any closer.
Okay. Gilroy.
All right. I'm gonna move up. Can I? I'm gonna. Can I leap over the balcony so I don't have to hit
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
ball bearings? Okay.
Yeah, it's only a
And then I'll
15-foot
move
drop
up.
from there.
I'm sorry. It's only a.
A 15-foot drop down over. It'll only use
Okay,
5 feet of
so
movement,
I'm
though, 'cause
okay.
you're moving 5 foot away,
Okay.
and then, yeah.
Okay. So I'll move probably there then, I guess. And I will pull out my. I still got my little wand out, and I'll kind of point it at it, and then I'll cast a magic missile at level
Oh.
4.
Nice. So roll me some d4s.
44 plus 4. I actually have to get some more dice because I didn't anticipate using this. So, sorry, 1 second. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Okay, so 44 plus 4. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 16 points of. What kind of damage is it? I guess fire damage. Is it fire damage or?
It's force damage.
Oh no, I'm sorry, force damage. Yeah. So
yeah.
16 points of force damage.
Cool. Okay. So these little bolts just shoot out and they hit him one after another, just pounding him further into this corner.
You said he cast it at level 4 and only rolled 4 dice.
Yeah, I'm guessing he meant roll 4 because we wouldn't have access to 4th level spells anyways. So I would guess 2nd level.
Yeah.
It's a special wand that we have to magic item that we got.
Ah, yes, the wand of
get 3 of them
wand
at
of
level 1.
missiles.
Yeah.
Yes.
This level would be
Yeah.
7.
So are you expending 4 charges for it?
Yes.
Right, so that would cast it at the 4th level, which would mean you need another 3d3. Is it 3d4?
Two more, because it's 3
Three.
at level 1,
Oh.
4,
and then
At
add
level
1
1.
per.
At level 2.
Is it?
5 at level 3. So 6 at
So
level 4? Yeah.
So it's
Is
2 or
Magic
4.
Missile
Oh,
not
we
a
need
1st
two
level
more.
spell?
Yeah. It is a 1st level spell, but you get 3
Yes.
to start with, and you add +1 per level.
That's true.
Yeah, so that. Yes,
So-
that would.
So,
Yeah, so you need one of the 2.
So
Yeah.
So,
Math
okay,
is
so
not
an
my
extra
strong suit
5
tonight.
damage on top of the 16.
So 21 total.
So 21 force damage.
Cool.
The
Glad it
cleric.
helped.
So,
The
5.
cleric is
There
going to
we
be the
go.
one to take down the vampire.
I mean, it's flavorful.
This is fitting.
Yeah. Apricot. What is Apricot going to do?
Oh. That
So you notice that Doru hasn't moved at all, other than to try and press himself as far into this corner as he possibly can.
did he make any reaction to being hit with the magic missiles?
Just wincing and still. It looks as if he's trying to run away, like back away as best he can, but obviously he's in this corner, so he can't move any further away. Did I do a thing, or did I not do the thing?
Oh, did you do the thing?
I didn't do the
I hope he
thing.
didn't do the thing.
Oh, no, it's fine. I was just checking my inventory.
Okay.
Couldn't remember if I'd taken different equipment or whatever. Cool.
Oh, okay.
I'm just checking what equipment I had. I'm confusing it with the other one that I made. Well, I'm gonna get a bit closer. That's 30 feet, right? Yeah, that'll do. And just kind of try and talk to him. Be like, we don't have to hurt you. We just wanted you to stop screaming. If you're gonna be nice, we can leave you alone.
I need blood.
Yeah, I kind of gathered that. So if you got, but if you got blood, then you wouldn't be screaming all the time, right?
I need blood.
Yes, we've established this.
We have a
What I need to
vessel
know
full of blood upstairs who's currently my best friend.
just need to know if you're gonna, you know, you don't look too happy about being in the corner, and I just want to help without trying to kill you, if I can. You know, maybe there's a way we can all get out of here alive instead of a bloody alternative.
Oh, yeah. I didn't realize Turn Undead lasted for so long.
Yeah. It's a full minute. 10 rounds, rather. We're on round 4, I think, at the minute. Yeah, so I don't know how you would quite express it in words, but he just looked from you to Gilroy and then shuffles back a bit more, or tries to, into the corner.
If the card kind of turns to Gilroy and is like, I think you're scaring him.
Well, I did have to use some of my holy power to get its hand off of Venom's leg. So that may be the reason why he's not attacking. I think if I hadn't done that, he would be attacking us quite vigorously.
But it feels even worse to try and kill him now.
Well,
not that I wanted to in the first place.
He's only running away because he's under a magic spell of mine, if you want to call it that, a power of mine. If, like I say, if I hadn't used that power, he would be attacking us.
Hmm.
So try not to think of it as that. Think of it as I'm not sure.
The power of whatever god it is that you serve compels him.
Tell him, boy. I looked it up.
I mean,
Hmm.
I think
That's
by
really
this
the only
point,
reason. Go on,
put him
sorry.
out of his misery.
You keep
Uh,
saying
It really is the best idea.
How's he
I
going to
mean,
get this blood?
For
Who's he going
me.
to get it from?
From us, if he can.
Nice, but I'm not that nice.
Vampires do that, unfortunately, I think. I'll admit it surprises me that you bet nice one.
we can talk about that later.
That's probably a good idea.
I just wanted to fix it.
Can't fix dead, unfortunately. Once something
Yeah.
is dead, that's it. That's the end for it, unfortunately. I know it's sad, but it's best that we move on. Lingering is not going to do anything but cause everyone pain.
Speaking of lingering, that's exactly what we're doing.
Well, that's true.
During your little speech there, you can see Apricot's eyes sort of glaze over in a not in a she's tuning you out sort of thing, and more that the fact that these words are resonating with her too much, and it's
Okay.
almost causing her pain to
Mm,
remember. So
there we go.
bad memories. So yeah, she's just gonna kind of stand there and just kind of drifts off into memory for a moment, and so that's her turn. You've done you
Memories all alone in the moonlight. Cool.
There, I got that.
She is now sad girl standing in this wherever basement thing.
Yeah. Okay, so Malika. What is Malika going to do?
I double posted it. Whoops.
Is going to try and make up for her abysmal performance last round. Me whispering to my dice, do not mess it up for us. Oh, come on. That was worse than last time, so I can already tell you it's going to miss.
Okay. Ravenheart.
Right. I will hop over the railing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
5 feet.
Oh,
And wait, so that was 5 feet of movement, right?
Yeah.
So how much do I have again? 30 feet. Okay.
I'm going to post something in Discord that I think is going to be slightly important.
That was to right here, I think. And I will end my turn here.
Oh,
sorry.
that's very important.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I just
Actually,
read that.
that's...
Oh,
That's
joy.
right. It's
Joy,
taking
joy,
damage.
joy.
So it's not afraid anymore.
I'm not afraid anymore.
Oh Jesus!
That
Oh,
probably,
we're all
probably
going to
went very
die.
differently then.
Yeah.
What have I done?
The power of Clemvor flows through Gilroy. His spell was extra potent.
Oh no.
So
Oh,
we'll
well,
not
there we
recon.
go.
We'll not retcon, but it will be interesting.
Okay. Thank you.
He's now enraged.
Kinda.
Wait, vampires can rage?
No,
Yeah, probably.
I was just joking. I chose a hope I can't.
So what's Ravenheart going to do?
I'm just going to move over here and end my turn. There's not
Okay.
very much I'm going to do.
Cool. Venom. You see Doru eyeing you up
Oh,
as if you're his next snack.
Oh dear.
Would he
your
still be
demeanor
able
has
to tell the fact that
dramatically
I've got
changed, sir.
my
No.
arm is bleeding?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's kind of like entering the water with sharks with your arm bleeding.
Jeez.
Dear.
Hmm.
I assume I didn't take any like actual HP damage when that happened,
No,
or
no. But it's just a small amount of blood to drip out.
just checking.
So Venom.
Yeah. Gonna move that very important 5 feet forwards.
Or as Malika would like
Hi
to
there,
say,
buddy.
into melee range. Ah.
Yes, Mrs. the Rogue, this is for you.
Cool.
One quarterstaff attack, and then flurry of blows with my bonus action.
Okie dokie. Are your
Got
monk
advantage, don't
attacks
forget.
counted as magical yet? I don't think they are
Not
level
yet.
3, are they? No. Yeah.
No, I think it's level 7. You get that?
Yeah, I thought it was
Okay,
quite
I'm a little
a
ways
high
away.
level. Cool.
You
So
have
it makes some
advantage
attack
ready for
rolls.
attack as well.
And punch ghosts now.
You've got advantage because of fairy fire as well.
No, because he made
No,
the save on
you
fairy
can't
fire.
do
Oh no. Oh right, of course. I apologize. Never mind.
Did get a natural 20 though.
Oh.
That is very
Don't touch the dice, it's
nice.
sitting on a 20.
That's fine. So
Again,
roll your dice, double whatever the value of the dice is, and then add your modifiers.
It on the table, so we'll count it. That's a 6, so 12, so 15.
15. Cool. There we go. Nice. And then your flurry of blows.
I'll spend 1 point to make 2 attacks with my bonus action. And they are, looks like a hit and a miss, a 14 and a 21.
Yeah, so the 14 misses, the 21 hits. I'll roll some damage for that one.
That is 6 points of damage.
Cool. There you go. And anything else with your turn?
She will look over her shoulder at Malika and give a wink.
Malika probably wouldn't see a wink from that distance with the dim
Not
light,
just
but yeah.
I've got something in my eye, it's fine. I wish somebody else was in melee range, because I've got a really cool thing I can do with my flurry of blows, but I'll stay here.
Gilroy.
How does it look? Does it look like
He's
pain
looking
or-
pretty beat up.
Yeah. Okay. I will move up, and I will cast, hoping to kind of take it down. I will cast Inflict Wounds at level 2.
Cool. I think is that a saving throw, if I remember right?
No, it's a roll. It's a touch. I got to reach out and touch him for Inflict Wounds.
Cool. And that would be
So,
20.
20?
So yeah.
So, holy cow.
20.
Wow.
Points of
25
damage.
points of necrotic damage.
Wow, okay.
Wow.
So Doru just shrivels up completely. It seems all of the life force is just drained from him, and he lands at your feet.
Well, what's done is done.
And we shall find out the consequences of this next week.
Oh.
Oh, isn't that just lovely?
I don't like that at all.
Here
So,
comes
yeah.
the silly string.
So what did everyone think of that then?
That was
Our
fun.
first little bit of
That
combat.
was very fun. Especially like the part where I was watching your increasingly exasperated facial expressions descending into despair as we tried to decide what to do with this vampire.
Right, let's see who is live at the moment, and we'll see who we can drop a raid over to. I believe Agent B. Smith will be streaming, because they play D&D as well. Yep, they are. So I'll just cover up my dice. There we go. So what did everyone think of the combat? How did it go for everyone?
Didn't do
I
much.
mean, my dice hate me, so.
I completely didn't notice that I didn't have any attack spells.
Yep.
There's full Ravenheart there every round, like, is anyone hurt? Can I keep anything? This kind of trouble time.
I mean, it fits the backstory really well, but it's very
Well, this is what like, the only attack spell I have for Apricot is actually just Firebolt, because
the only one I have is a magic rock to turn rocks into projectiles that I can actually throw.
That's a pretty hefty spell, though.
It can do pretty decent damage, yeah, but
It can. I think it's like 3d6, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
because none of the
Sure.
first level spells actually that artificers get do any damage that isn't more than a cantrip, and it's just like none of them actually do anything. So I had to take a cantrip if I wanted something that did damage, which meant I couldn't take the light cantrip because I needed the mending cantrip for baby. So it's just like I need to take some spell that does something, like especially a ranged spell. Because
Yeah.
I have a longsword that hits you if you get up all in my grill, Malika. But I need a ranged spell. This is the only ranged spell I can get at this level.
That was the problem I kind of found. That was, I mean, I got like a 9 for strength, so I've got a -1. So I can swing my sword, but
I do not
do
have
a
any
lot of
minus in this
damage.
character, so it's fine. And
Sure.
I can use my intelligence for attack
Oh,
rolls
nice.
because of a battlesmith,
Oh, nice. Okay.
which is really cool. So I can have
Mhm.
I could have my 8 strength and still get +3 because my intelligence is 16.
Nice.
Because that's how
That is very
battlesmiths
cool.
work. I hit
Yeah,
you
sure.
with my
Very hefty.
brain.
what is the smartest way to stab someone?
I stab you with my brain. Somehow. I don't know how.
have a
pointy
range.
end.
20 feet.
Yeah,
Great session. A lot of fun.
a lot of fun indeed. Our first combat and successful combat as well, with no casualties. So there is that.
Yeah.
Yeah, waiting for the consequences to arrive.
Yep.
The priest is still under the influence, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it lasts for an hour, I believe.
Is there
Last
another
for an
exit
hour.
out of the
So for now,
The
we'll
fire
Downstairs. they're going to hit those ball bearings at the bottom.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Ah!
Unless you pick them all up.
Well, it depends how long it takes to pick up all the ball bearings and how quickly the consequences arrive.
You need like a vacuum.
We'll say Venom does have 2 pouches of ball bearings and is willing to give one of them up if you don't want to collect it.
So for now, we'll end the stream here. As I will send some love over to Agent B. Smith, who is in the middle of one of their D&D sessions. So we'll drop that raid in there. And I'll just kind of pack away all of my things there. There we go. So we'll be back Saturday at 7 PM GMT. I hope to see you all then. Until then, bye-bye for now, guys.
Oh well.